One of the main realizations that I've had with my recent gear acquisition experience is that the gear shouldn't get in the way of what you're playing. So, right around at the end of 2024, I decided that I needed an upgrade. So, I purchased pedals and experimented with different kinds of pedalboard setups. Like I had a big board, I had a small board, I had a hybrid setup and another setup that I tried pure analog. And my experience with the first few revisions of my pedalboard, I noticed that I would press multiple foot switches just to get a desired sound. And when I play live, it turned out to be more of a distraction of what I was playing. And the kind of music that I play, progressive rock and metal, with the complex riffs and guitar solos, that's kind of the last thing that you want, a distraction. So I worked on improving my board. I purchased gear that would enhance the experience. Like I had the Boss MS3 switcher, wherein I could program the switching, and it made my pedalboard experience more easy and less distracting, so I could focus more on playing. But aside from having a switcher to program the changes, I also experimented with minimalist style pedalboards because I noticed that I was experimenting with a big board, and I naively thought that if I had just one big board with everything that I need, I'd be all set. But what ended up happening was, because it was so big and heavy, I didn't want to carry it around. And the one time that I did bring it in a rehearsal, I noticed that I was bringing pedals that I didn't really use in a gigging situation. So I experimented with minimalistic style pedal boards that I put on pedals or effects that, like 3 or 4 pedals in a board that I would use 90% of the time. One of the advantages of having a minimalist style pedal board is that I would tweak less, because if you only have 2 or 3 pedals in a board, you tweak and you set the tone or the settings of your tone, and once that's done, that's it. You just turn it on and off, and you just focus on playing. And I'm not saying that pedals are no good or I'm quitting. I totally understand the joy that we get in purchasing pedals or acquiring new gear. It's like having a new toy, but at the end of the day, if it's just distracting us with what really matters, which is what we're playing, that's not something that I would want. So right now, I have a few pedalboard setups that meet the requirements of being compact, lightweight, simple, straightforward, not a lot of tap dancing. Those are the kinds of pedal boards that I want, or gear that I want. So if I were to purchase new gear, having learned what I've learned, or maybe revise my current pedal board, I would have those in mind. So the gear shouldn't get in the way of what you're playing. It's supposed to enhance what you're playing. And this is a very good example of less is more. Less distraction, more focus. Fewer pedals, more playing.